Right now at 5, 21 charges and dozens of miles of police pursuit. We have in-depth details tonight of Friday's crime spree, but that led to a 7-hour standoff. Plus the impact that this summer's drought had on crop harvesting this fall throughout the state of Minnesota. And a heartfelt donation, an update from a Duluth food shelf as they prepare to feed people in need this Thanksgiving.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening. I'm Jenna Wells. Kristen is off tonight. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we're learning more about the path police say a Duluth man took on his day-long crime spree, one that ended with a 7-hour-long standoff on Friday. Cody Walker Nelson made his first court appearance today. He now faces 21 charges, mostly felonies, and some misdemeanors. That laundry list includes vehicle theft, burglary, firing shots, leading police on a chase, and more. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us live right now. Quinn, you spent the day looking at those court documents. Break down that timeline of events for us.
Well, this apartment building here in the Spirit Valley neighborhood is where police spent hours in a standoff with Walker Nelson before eventually apprehending him. But prior to that, they say that he led them on a near 40-mile police chase through the Twin Ports. Here's a timeline of how that all played out. The crime spree began sometime Friday morning when Walker Nelson allegedly stole 12 firearms from a home on Karkey Road south of Superior. By 11:30, he had made his way to Duluth, where police say he stole a Chevy Tahoe near West 3rd Street and North 58th Avenue West. Over the next hour, Walker Nelson allegedly damaged property around West Duluth and broke into a home. Then at 12:36, officers say he ditched the Tahoe and stole a Ford Escape from the parking lot of a Holiday gas station on Grand Avenue. He was spotted driving that stolen vehicle the wrong way over the Bong Bridge towards Superior about an hour later. There, he allegedly tried to rob a bank at gunpoint on Belknap Street. By 1:48 p.m., police say he'd driven back to Duluth's Denfeld neighborhood and robbed 2 people at gunpoint before firing shots into the air and driving off again. About 25 minutes later, he made it to the Milk House on Piedmont Avenue, where an off-duty officer caught him reaching into his vehicle. From there, he led police on a chase around Hermantown into Duluth's Kenwood neighborhood and down Mesaba, at one point traveling more than 100 miles an hour. After what turned out to be an 8-mile police chase, Walker Nelson got out of the vehicle here at an apartment building in the Spirit Valley neighborhood at 2:37 p.m. And police say he barricaded himself inside an apartment. He was arrested after a 6-hour standoff. Now, we also learned that he fired shots at a drone being used to keep surveillance on him during that standoff. Police say he also shot through a wall. Thankfully, no one was injured in the altercation, but he is scheduled to appear in court next week.
All right, well, Quinn, you did a check of Walker Nelson's criminal history, and this is certainly far from his first conviction, it sounds like.
Yeah, from what I understand, he does have several other criminal convictions dating back to 2009.
Thank you, Quinn. And police have not indicated any sort of motive for those alleged crimes or said whether Walker Nelson was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Quinn Gorham reporting live for us. More than 200 parents are suing an Iron Range school district over their COVID precautions. The lawsuit was filed against Rock Ridge schools in Virginia on Monday. The parents are asking school leaders to either end the district's COVID safety plan altogether or get rid of the mask mandate, which requires students to wear masks when they're inside. If not, the parents want another learning option for students who don't want to wear a mask. We reached out to the law firm behind the lawsuit, but we haven't heard back. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from Rock Ridge school leaders about their response and the COVID plans moving forward. Well, there's a new theory about what may have caused a large oil spill, which is having a major impact on the Southern California coast. The theory, proposed on Monday by Amplify Energy CEO Martin Wilshire, states that the ship's anchor may have possibly ruptured the pipeline. Captain Rebecca Orr of the U.S. Coast Guard stated that the cause is still unknown. Up to 144,000 gallons of oil have already leaked into the ocean at Huntington Beach, shutting down shores and putting animals in danger. Despite concerns of wildlife impact, though, initial assessments have found 4 oil-covered birds as opposed to thousands during a spill in 1990.
The number of birds in the general area seems to be lower than we had feared, but at this point we're cautiously optimistic.
Locals are questioning whether Amplify Energy acted quick enough, as oil was recognized in the water on Friday, the day before Amplify Energy noticed the problem during a line inspection and took action. Well, for much of the summer, the dry weather was compared to the drought of 1988. That was a bad year for Minnesota farmers, and many anticipated a challenging fall harvest this year. But as John Lordson shows us, that isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, go back to 88 was one that we had probably a third of a crop of corn.
Through decades of farming, Fargaze Farms near Northfield has seen it all. A drought in 1988, a tornado in 2018 that caused millions of dollars in damage. And this year, dry, hot weather. But what began as soybean harvest skepticism for Brian Peterson and his family has turned into optimism.
I always like to be cautiously optimistic, and we've been pleasantly surprised.
Some parts of southern Minnesota are getting up to 70 bushels an acre for soybeans. That's a win for farmers, considering how the growing season started.
There were a number of factors that allowed soybeans to recover in many parts of the state. Timely weather and genetics were key.
The old adage is the August rains make the soybean crop, and I think that's the case. It came a little bit later, sometimes in September, but nonetheless, good crop, good yields, and that should be reward the farmers financially.
That won't be the case everywhere, as parts of central and western Minnesota still lack good soil moisture. But in Dakota and Rice counties, where late summer rains came, it made a world of difference.
Financially, it does very much help the rural economy, and so there is a spin-off effect in terms of that.
A forecast that shows drier weather in the week ahead could also bode well for the corn crop.
We were predicting all along probably low to maybe a normal average yield situation, but some of these fields have been normal to above normal.
John Lordson, WCCO 4 News.
Farmers say if the weather stays dry this fall, it also means they won't have to spend as much money drying their crops this harvest season. Well, Dave Anderson joins us for a quick look at the weather out there. Dave, another pretty nice day this morning, just seemed a little bit more gray than yesterday.
And that all depends on where you were, Gemma, because by the lake, we had that fog advisory till 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's still a bit on the gray side for lakeside communities, but farther inland, it's a beautiful day. Here's a live look towards Ely, looking at Robinson Lake there on the left. And the forest on the right, of course, farther to the left is the Boundary Waters. But bottom line is it's a gorgeous fall day away from the lake. Nice fall colors bubbling up in that neck of the woods, and calm conditions as well. Calm conditions that are coming our way from higher pressure that's, well, slowly slipping away. So bottom line is that it didn't make everybody sunny today, but it did keep us dry. And I think it should keep us dry for the most part until Thursday. Then our next decent rain chance comes around on Friday. But in between, tonight, a lot of Minnesotans and Wisconsinites do face another fog advisory, which I'll show you a graphic on that here to start the main weather. But right now, I'll show you the short-term forecast, which says Tuesday night should be partly cloudy above, but surface fog may obscure visibilities. Fairly mild at 50. Then tomorrow, partial sunshine in the afternoon. High temp 68, warmer than normal. We'll talk as usual about how long that dares to stick around now that we're into October.
Thank you, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a collaboration of over 30 local artists, the exhibit that has people gathering in Washburn, as we take you around the Northland after the break.
At the DTA, we're making your bus ride even safer. You can now buy your ticket anytime, anywhere, using the new MyDTA app for mobile fare payment and trip planning. Contactless, safe, convenient.
Black Bear Casino Resort is proud to bring you Rick Springfield live in the Otter Creek Event Center Friday night, December 17th. Rick Springfield live at the Bear. Get your tickets available now at the Players Club or online at blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place to see Rick Springfield live at the Otter Creek Event Center Friday, December 17th.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Hey ladies, are you tired of being cooped up? How about a girls' getaway? Get outside and play. Come to Ashland, Wisconsin and enjoy our beautiful scenery, yummy food, and our quaint little town. Be a kid again. Grab the girlfriends and spend a few days in Ashland. There's all sorts of things to do for big ones and little ones. Have some fun in Ashland, where you'll find yourself next to the water. Visit ashland.com.
As we finish up another baseball season, I recently finished an extensive window replacement project on my home. I worked with your home improvement company and they hit it out of the park. For your next window, door, bathroom, or roofing project, get the quality and service you deserve with the Midwest's largest full-service home improvement company. Your home improvement company is my home improvement company, and they should be yours too. Contact them today for a free estimate on your next home project.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Lutzen, where Lutzen Mountains wants to expand their ski and recreation areas. And you have a chance to weigh in on that tonight. Several years ago, Lutzen Mountains applied for a permit to build a ski area on 495 acres of Superior National Forest Service lands. Now the Forest Service is asking for public feedback. They're holding a virtual meeting from 5 to 7 tonight. We have a link on our website if you want to jump in on that. It'll be up to the forest supervisor to decide whether they'll approve that permit. And Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. A weekend of wine, music, and fly fishing in Hayward, and an Ely hospital offering a combination of health and convenience. All that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start off tonight in Washburn, Wisconsin, where the Chequamegon Bay Arts Council just kicked off this year's annual member show called The Gathering. The exhibit has over 80 works of art from over 30 local artists. The CBAC just wrapped up their opening weekend, but the display of local talent has just begun, as the exhibit is open all the way through the end of the month. The Gathering can be found at Washburn Cultural Center, open Tuesday through Sunday. Next, we head to Hayward, Wisconsin for an absolutely packed fall weekend during the 6th annual Treeland Premier Muskie Fly Fishing Tournament. Registration for the tournament is full, but even if you aren't a competitive angler, people in the area will have no shortage of things to do. The Boulder Lodge Resort is hosting 2 different live music events, with the first on Thursday night. There will also be live music and wine tastings at 2 different area wineries. We have all the details on the Hayward happenings this weekend on our website. And we wrap up tonight in Ely, where the community health care is stepping up to fight the flu. The Ely Bloomington Community Hospital is hosting the first of 2 October drive-through flu shot clinics this Saturday from 8 to noon. If you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, fill out the consent form and head on over to the St. Louis County Garage to stay safe and healthy this fall. You can find a link to the consent form along with some more details at the link on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email. It might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the season of giving kicks off a little early this year in the Northland. More about a crucial donation and how it can affect the community in just a few minutes.
Well, in one way, temperatures were cooler by the lake today. The high made 62. That's cooler than inland communities, but the normal's 58, so it was warmer by the lake on the other hand. Well, temperature trends like that may be with us for a few more days. And just like today, it may be cloudy by the lake and sunnier inland. We'll talk about when our next rain chance for everybody comes across coming up after the break.
We're kicking off a new season in NYC. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Come on down to Hannah Johnson Fabrics and Sewing Studio in Lakeside Marketplace. Don't know where to start? Visit our new sewing classroom and studio. Whether you're a brand new sewist or you've sewn for years, we have a class for you at Hannah Johnson Fabrics. We'll help you get your projects going with our huge selection of high-quality designer and specialty fabrics. Our friendly staff will help you find exactly what you need. Come see us in person or register for classes online at hannahjohnsonfabrics.com.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, recreational vehicles, boats, and dog bites. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS3.
A destructive TikTok challenge could be coming to schools. Why the district is asking for parents' help.
A lot of us woke up to fog this morning. Could happen again tomorrow.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, just like last night, similar conditions are going to come across. It's going to be foggy by the lake and drier for the inland community. So later on tonight through tomorrow morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning, dense fog advisory for lakeside communities in Minnesota and a good chunk of Wisconsin as well. Folks in the UP look to be off the hook, at least at this stage of the game. If the Weather Service changes their mind and adds other counties in, of course, we'll show it to you at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock as well. So do keep in mind tomorrow morning's commute closer to the lake, maybe a little bit on the hairy side. So don't let it be too scary and take it easy. Good theme for the rest of us around here, huh? No matter what the weather is. Anyway, we'll talk about easygoing weather that's coming up and some rainier weather that's coming up with the 7-day after this look at the current conditions coming out of Duluth International Airport. It's 62 degrees with a relative humidity reading of 78%. Southeast winds running 8 miles per hour, 30.27 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure. So again, higher at the surface, and that higher pressure inland, of course, is creating a blue sky for some towns, but closer to the lake with that humidity level up, we've got the fog, as you can see with this live shot over the lake here in Duluth. Current temperatures around our region, well, cooler by the lake, of course, and warmer inland. So we'll start inland, 75 International Falls, low 70s from Grand Rapids to Big Fork, including Orr and Ely. Moose Lake on the fringes in the 70s as well. So is Hayward, so is Watersmeet. But once you get towards the lake, we're looking at a range of about 55 up to Gunflint to maybe 66 by Ashland, 68 degrees in Solon Springs. Similar temperatures with us for the next couple of days. Well, Doppler map right now, we'll start towards the East Coast where the biggest game in the nation is this low pressure system. It's the one that brought us the rain over the weekend, still slowly moving up through the eastern seaboard, and it's not really creating any potent storms, just a little bit of rain. And again, that's the biggest excitement we have going on in the country because our neck of the woods is held on to by a high pressure system that may not be strong enough to make it perfectly sunny everywhere, but it is keeping us pretty mild, warmer than normal for this time in October. But you'll see the high is sliding to the east, and so its grip on trying to clear the sky will be a little less sure tomorrow and Thursday. And by Friday, a pair of low pressure systems from the west will ease towards us, and that'll bring back the clouds for the weekend and 30 to 40% chances for rain that may stick around from Friday, Saturday, into Sunday as well. Now, tonight in Minnesota, let's eye up those temperatures, and they will run from the upper 40s inland to the lower 50s by the lake. Partly cloudy sky aloft, but fog is possible at the surface. So again, lakeside dwellers, travel cautiously for the morning commute, and that includes a good chunk of Wisconsin as well. where low temps there and in the UP will run 48 to 50 with a mostly cloudy sky up on top. Well, for tomorrow, Wisconsin and Michigan should become partly cloudy in the afternoon. 68 to 70 will be the range of high temps. About 58, 59 is the normal, so we continue to be warmer than normal. That includes Minnesota, too. Mid-60s by the lake, 68 to even 74. Inland, partial sunshine there. And now with the extended forecast here, at least partial sunshine is indeed with us through Thursday. Then it gets cloudier Friday, stays that way through Sunday. There's our rain chances, which still might include a thunderstorm shot on Saturday. And then we clear up by Monday.
All right, thank you, Dave. Just last week, Chum put out the call for donations in order to feed 300 families. Today, with just one donation, the food shelf's wishes are granted. Today, one anonymous donor stepped forward with a check for $18,000 to fund Thanksgiving meal boxes. Chum organizes the campaign each year to make sure families in need don't go hungry during the holiday. The pandemic has made finding food and funding difficult for the food shelf. Scott Van Dale with Chum says the money won't go to waste.
Without this money, this wouldn't have been able to happen. We would have scrounged and done what we had to do, but we probably would have never had 300 boxes completely filled. And this way, we just don't have to think about it.
The money will go toward buying over 300 turkeys and all of the fixings for those struggling. The Northland Heart Walk campaign has reached their goal of raising $90,000. A large part of that money came from shoppers at Super One Foods across the Northland. Shoppers donated to the American Heart Association by purchasing paper hearts at checkout. Today, Super One presented AHA with a check worth more than $46,000. Brianna Johnson with the Heart Association says the donation will make a huge difference for the cause.
I'm just so proud to work alongside of them, and this kind of support will make a substantial impact in our community, and it's nice to have that kind of local support.
Johnson's Super One has been on the campaign's largest donors for the past 2 years. Still to come, a Senate subcommittee hears the testimony of a former Facebook employee who blew the whistle on the social media conglomerate. Stay with us.
Blue Cross made it easy to find a plan that fits my needs.
If you're looking for a Medicare plan, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota can help you understand your Medicare benefits and choices with this free guide. With 96% of Minnesota doctors and hospitals in the Blue Cross network, plus a broad selection of affordable Medicare plans developed for Minnesotans by Minnesotans, it's no wonder nearly half of all Minnesota seniors has a Blue Cross Medicare plan.
It was great to speak to someone from Blue Cross. They were so helpful.
From Bemidji to Blue Earth, Twin Cities to Two Harbors, Blue Cross has you covered. And to help you make a decision during the Medicare annual enrollment period, we're offering this free decision guide. Call or go online now for your free copy. There's absolutely no obligation.
Get to keep my doctor, and I'm saving money. Can't beat that.
With my plan, I don't even pay a monthly premium.
Perhaps you're thinking about a Medicare Advantage plan. Blue Cross has you covered there as well. Blue Cross offers Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage and many other benefits, some starting at a $0 monthly plan premium.
I can see my primary care doctor without paying a copay. My cost for an X-ray was $0.
Plus, select plans include $0 copays on insulin and preferred generic medications. Blue Cross Medicare Advantage plans also provide extra perks at no extra cost, from dental, hearing, and vision benefits to Silver Sneakers fitness memberships, and even benefits for over-the-counter medications.
Everything I need is in one simple plan.
So whether you're watching from Worthington or tuning in from Tonka Bay, pick up the phone and call for your free decision guide from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota. Call or go online now. You and Blue, because together is better.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off in the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Get a Gallan's 10 cubic foot chest freezer. Regular price $649, sale price $569, and just $535 after 6% rebate. Also take another 6% off all in-stock Napoleon grills. We'll have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Did you know
that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
A former Facebook employee turned whistleblower testified before to Congress about how she believes the social media platform harms young people. Skylar Henry reports from Capitol Hill.
They're paying for their profits right now with our safety.
Frances Haugen testified before a Senate subcommittee Tuesday about the need for greater oversight and transparency of Facebook.
The choices being made inside of Facebook are disastrous for our children, for our public safety.
The whistleblower worked as a product manager on Facebook's civic integrity team, but left the company earlier this year.
Regularly, integrity actions, projects that were hard fought by the teams trying to keep us safe, are undone by new growth projects.
Haugen told lawmakers Facebook and Instagram use algorithms to target teens, exposing them to dangerous content that could make them develop eating disorders.
Facebook understands that if they want to continue to grow, they have to find new users. And the way they'll do that is by making sure that children establish habits before they have good self-regulation.
By hooking kids.
By hooking kids.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are united in condemning Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and vowed to enact reforms.
Here's my message for Mark Zuckerberg. Your time of invading our privacy, promoting toxic content, and preying on children and teens is over.
Facebook pushed back against Haugen's testimony in a statement, saying they don't agree with her characterization of the many issues she testified about.
If Facebook wants to discuss their targeting of children, I am extending to you an invitation to step forward, be sworn in, and testify.
The company says it agrees it's time to create standard rules for the internet and has called on Congress to act. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Haugen has also filed complaints with federal authorities alleging that Facebook's own research shows that it amplifies hate, misinformation, and political unrest. But the company hides what it knows.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. Bombshell testimony. Facebook's whistleblower says the social media site is like a cigarette for kids, leading teens towards eating disorder content. Plus, the stunning number. More police officers are now dying from COVID-19 than in the line of duty. So why are so many officers rejecting COVID shots? The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Regular mammograms can help find it early. Schedule yours today.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Join Black Bear Casino Resort Saturdays in October for cash, thrills, and chills. From 6 to 9 p.m., 3 players will be selected each hour for your chance to pick a cash envelope plus a multiplier envelope for your shot at up to $4,500 in cash. That's 12 winners each Saturday in October. Earn entries starting Sunday, September 26th. And for more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for cash, thrills, and chills.
Hi, my name is Dr. Andrew Davis. I'm one of the otolaryngologists and head and neck surgeons here at St. Luke's. Otolaryngology and head and neck surgery encompasses the field of ears, nose, and throat. The head and neck region is responsible for harboring all of our senses, and a lot of the daily functions that we take for granted really makes us kind of who we are and what we are. Having the ability to make such drastic and impactful changes in patients' lives is humbling, but also profound.
When we talk about quality journalism, we're not talking about a once-in-a-while thing. Our team of experienced award-winning journalists has one goal: to tell the most compelling, honest, and accurate stories that impact you and your community. Because this is our home, too. Live, local, CBS3.
We're kicking off a new season in NYC. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learn the details about a day-long crime spree spanning 40 miles across the Twin Ports, ending with a 7-hour police standoff on Friday. During the standoff, the man fired shots at a drone that police officers were using for surveillance. Cody Walker Nelson now faces 21 charges, which are not the first criminal charges he's received before. We have more information as that situation develops. And tonight at 6, school-related TikTok trends have escalated from theft and vandalism to blatant assault on faculty. October's trend involves students slapping teachers and recording it. We'll take you to Hinckley Finlayson High School with more details about these dangerous trends coming up tonight at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.